Welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey. We are finishing up the Wooded Kingdom, this part, and moving on. Sad, but you know.
It's a shame. I like the music for this area.
Yeah, this is my favorite kingdom. Or it's one of my favorite kingdoms, at least. I love the aesthetic. The music track here is one of the best. But, you know. It ain't like the water level Lake Kingdom where it's all ambient, kind of like sparkly sounding music. Thanks. Why?
I'm just calling it as it is.
They don't have the bits for that. They're mushrooms.
Listen, you saw those heart symbols.
Yeah, it's love. Love at first sight. Ever heard of it?
So, yes. Look at you in that movement tech. I'm so proud.
I love that long jump. I could have also I could have got in the tank and then just shot at the coins to
Are we looking at the
but...
prototype for Donkey Kong Bonanza?
No, actually not quite. There is actually something in this game though that resembles the terrain breaking in that game.
Do these have gravity on them or not really?
No. Not really. They just kind of sit there. Yeah, I see the one that's just kind of floating.
I'd say it's kind of cool you can make your own path, but you really don't need to since the path they give you is pretty generous.
It's better to do it if you're going for that moon there, but you can also just go all the way to the top and drop down for the moon, so...
But you're going up this way.
Because there's stuff. Purple coins. Of course I gotta go this way.
Of course. The collectibles.
Though, of course, when I came over here, I didn't expect there to be a full platforming section. But it's fine. As long as I don't unload the area and reload back into it, those blocks will not be broken. And thankfully, this just takes you right back.
Very handy.
Convenient.
Yeah, any games with platforming sections need like a quick backtrack like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the only issue is if, like, I fell there, I would have fallen into the deep woods and then had to come all the way up out of the deep woods and make my way back over here. So, it's a little more punishing. That's, like, a big thing people have problems with, like, sandbox platformers. Is, like, if you fall in, like, a big level like this, it can take you ages to get back. And even in this, which gives you, like, warps and stuff, sometimes there's not a nearby warp, so you still got a lot of trekking to do. So.
Yeah. Some games will prevent it by, if it's something you scale up with a set path, they'll, like, give you quick ways to unlock that let you get back up quicker and bypass some of the challenges.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. But then other games are like this, or Breath of the Wild, it's like, well, if you fall, you fell, and you're out of luck.
See, it was fine in Breath of the Wild, though, because if you fell, surely you'd find something else to do that was nearby. So
that is true.
You could just find anything anywhere in that game.
Yeah,
I
definitely had some areas where I fell. And then I was like, ooh, a shiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Breath of the Wild's all yours to record if you want it.
I totally would. Unfortunately, I feel like I would have a very similar problem that I had with Spider-Man, and I wouldn't really know what to cut out.
Ah, you're doing pretty well with this, so.
Well, this I just did a more efficient playthrough. Like, I didn't stop and meander very much.
Yeah.
I tried to show off this. I was just like, I kind of knew the levels more, so I was able to like have a more efficient run without, while also still showing off the kingdom as much as possible. So, but Breath of the Wild, that's like a full-fledged open world game where I'm not entirely certain where everything is. So, I would have to like probably do a test playthrough of that game before I recorded it.
Yeah. Like Final Fantasy VII, like I would do remake and even the original game, but like Rebirth would be terrible from what I played of it so far, because that's just full blown Ubisoft open world.
Yep.
And which is amazing. It's stupidly fun so far, but it would be terrible for us.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like a Breath of the Wild playthrough.
I love a good Ubisoft open world. You know. Like, when they're designed well, they're designed very well.
Yeah. And, like, Breath of the Wild is kind of a kind of an Ubisoft open world in a lot of ways. Though I haven't really played too many Ubisoft open world games, so I don't really know 100% for sure. I know Spider-Man.
They're all Assassin's Creed. They're all Assassin's Creed 2. With extra stuff put in to make it feel different.
Yeah. I know Spider-Man PS4, which we have done for the channel, is very often compared to Ubisoft open world games. So
yeah. When are we doing Spider-Man
I'm sure,
2?
Well, considering I've never played it, and you don't have a PS5.
I have a PC.
Is it on PC?
Yeah.
Yet?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, and Miles Morales, so fully good to go.
Well, I knew Miles was. I guess it has been 2+ years since Spider-Man 2 came out.
Yeah, because that was when I was still in my old room. And on the laptop.
Yeah. Time just goes.
Yeah. I don't miss it. I like my PC.
I do miss the year this game came out, because that was just a great time in my life.
I don't remember this game coming out because I didn't have a Switch.
It was this year was just crazy. I got Breath of the Wild. I got, the Nintendo Switch in general. I got Mario Odyssey. I got Sonic Mania. And the roller coaster that was Sonic Forces. So it was a pretty good year.
So I don't even remember when I was playing around that time. I think I was just playing like a lot of older stuff because I had gotten access to like Steam for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like what I could run.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
when I got
Subnautica,
Steam,
I fought tooth and nail to get it to run on the old laptop I used.
Were you able to?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So that was great. I love Subnautica. The Markiplier playthrough of that game
for me.
The Markiplier playthrough of that game is very important to me.
It's very important to Gen Z as a generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I got my first PC...
It's just crazy how much Nintendo games were exploding again with the Switch and the end of the Wii U when the Switch was announced. And there's just so much stuff coming up, and I'm like, I have never heard of this. I barely knew anything about Zelda at the time when I was seeing Breath of the Wild get announced. And that's what inspired me to actually get a 3DS and finally play Ocarina.
Yeah, the entire Wii U generation was spent with the promise of Zelda Wii U, aka Breath of the Wild. And it ended up being the last game on the Wii U. So that was that whole generation, because I had a Wii U, was pretty much spent waiting for Breath of the Wild to come out.
I don't know why I remember this specifically, but back when I was in high school in probably like 2016 or 17, these kids were having a debate because I think Death Battle put out their video on Link versus Cloud Strife.
Oh.
And they tried getting me in on it, like outraged, to be like, how dare Link beat Cloud Strife? Cloud Strife can like summon meteors. And my only response to that was, yeah, I have no idea who either of those are. Because I thought Legend of Zelda was about Zelda.
So you
And
only
I
somehow
hadn't even
only
heard
knew
of
who
FF7.
Zelda was?
Huh?
So you only knew who Zelda was, or
Well, I
did
knew you
not
played
even
as
know who
somebody
Zelda
else. I
was?
just didn't know his name was Link.
Well, his name is Link because he's the link to the player.
I didn't know that. I was not a Nintendo kid. Remember that.
See, I spent most of my childhood only playing Sonic, so it was not until the Wii U generation, where nothing came out on that system, that I was kind of forced to expand my my interests into other Nintendo properties. So I did end up getting stuff like Wind Waker HD and whatnot, and of course I was like big on YouTube, so I was like very aware of like other Nintendo series. But that's also when I got into Metroid. I got Zero Mission and Super Metroid on the Virtual Console for my Wii U. That's how I played them.
I didn't get into them until after we met, other than like Samus Returns on 3DS.
That's wild.
Yeah. Because I finally just said F it and I got Metroid Fusion on an emulator. And I'll never forget that experience.
Peak gaming.
It was. So what happened?
So that was a big flower robot thing that was sucking up all the flowers. Because obviously each kingdom Bowser's going to in this is to get stuff for the wedding. So he was trying to get the most beautiful bouquet in the world by stealing flowers from the secret flower garden in a lost advanced civilization.
Lovely.
Because that makes sense. There's like, other than like the amount of trees, there's not really much in the way here to show that there's like, I don't know, advanced flowers or better flowers. That's why it's like a secret, I guess, but apparently Bowser knew about it, so I don't know.
This is some really nice lighting and fog effects.
Yeah, this game's pretty.
Pretty meh. Oh!
Listen, a lot of people dog on like Switch games for having like low frame rate characters that are really far off in the background and stuff.
I'll dog on the new Kirby game for that, because I feel like that could have been optimized way, way better. But it feels like they were just waiting on Switch 2 for it.
Quote unquote new Kirby game, been out for 3 years.
Yeah. It doesn't count if I can't play it.
Yes, it does.
No. It's not how this works. I make the rules
It
here.
It exists without you.
Nothing exists without me. What are you talking about? What's a narcissist?
You're right. You are the supreme being of the universe. My mistake.
Yes, I am.
But
And that's why Microsoft and Xbox was better than the PS2. Because I decreed it.
Sure. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, people
the
dog on
beanstalk.
like people dog on Switch game graphics a lot, but like these, like Mario Odyssey, I think Breath of the Wild, they look really nice. And then also you have stuff like Metroid Prime Remastered, and now like Prime
Dread.
4 and Dread, yeah,
Dread's
which
my
look
favorite looking Switch
amazing.
game.
They all look amazing on Switch.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's like really beyond like yeah, the Switch is about as powerful as a 360 or whatever, but you don't really need much more than that to
the
make
Switch
nice
is at
looking
least more
games.
powerful than that because it does. It actually does get full 1080p.
Yeah, but you know, in terms of like the kinds of textures they use and stuff, that's more like what I'm referring to, like the amount of polygons, that kind of stuff. It's roughly 360 level, maybe a little bit better. But like the thing is, you don't need much more than that if you have, you know, decent art direction. Which this game does. I think Breath of the Wild does as well. Tears of the Kingdom, obviously, it's like the same as Breath of the Wild, so they're great looking games. And like people who blame like the Switch for the reason why like Pokemon Legends ZA looks the way that it does are just kind of ignorant and probably don't even really play Nintendo games.
I mean, even compared to like other Nintendo games, though, they look so much duller in comparison. Though, like there is a massive downgrade between them. And it doesn't even have to be Breath of the Wild level. Even something like, say, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is an absolutely gorgeous Switch game. Like, the only thing bad about it is maybe the texture quality, but like everything else, art direction, performance and such, it runs beautifully. And it has monsters roaming around everywhere. So, like, when it comes to like a game like that, I think that's when there's no excuse.
Yeah. Nintendo's like the only big game dev company that has not lost the art of optimization.
Yeah, just Game Freak.
Game Freak is just a horrible game developer. I'm sorry, Pokemon fans.
Well, wait. We do have that new one that's going to be on Microsoft. We still haven't gotten to really see it yet, but it did look gorgeous from what we saw of it. So like,
yeah, but that was just a
hope.
trailer. All of the Pokemon trailers look nicer than the actual final result.
Yeah, but they don't look that nice.
The Scarlet Violet trailer looked gorgeous. Like I was like, oh my god, it actually looks kind of like Breath of the Wild levels of good. But it isn't. It's like a PS2 game on the final results. It's a PS2 game with bad textures as well. Like PS2 games look great. If you go back and look at them, because they actually had good art. Scarlet Violet looks like garbage. It just looks bad, and so does Legends ZA. Legends ZA is probably like one of the ugliest games.
Well, neither of those games none of the Pokemon games try to hide their limitations. It feels like there was no art put into it, because like I'm sure lots of games on like PlayStation 1 through 360 era all had like lower frame rates out in the distance. But they don't even try to hide it on Switch. Like it's so obvious. And that was like my problem with like the new Kirby game too, is like their enemies are not that far away, but they still have 0 frames to them for a lot of them.
Right.
That's where it just kind of becomes, now I question it.
I guess, but I'm also like, for me, playing like Mario Odyssey or something, I don't really notice it as much because I'm kind of focused on the stuff that's more immediately around me, I guess. The only time I do notice it is when I stop and like look out, like to look at a vista or something.
Yeah, and that's like really far off, so they do a better job of hiding it versus Kirby, where if you just look ahead of you even a little bit to like see where you're going next, it's right there.
Well, it's like it's the same thing
for
Pokemon. Kirby. For me, is like I can't interact with those things that are really far away from me, so I don't really look at them. All right, we got 120 moons, so end of the game.
Oh. All right, cool. I never saw the ending to this game, so let's go.
Anyways, nope. There's a lot more moons in this.
Ooh,
We
we're
actually
going to
already
the
have
city.
more than 120. We just accidentally went past 120 in this part.
It's the famous city that I always see whenever this game is showing off. None of the other levels. It's the city.
Yeah, we're on our way to the city. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Nothing at all.
It's taking a bit for stuff to go wrong. Mario, what happened to your hair?
You know, we're in the loading screen. We're just loading the next kingdom. We got a little bit of a cutscene here
Mario looks
where he
like he's
talks
about
about
to make a
ground
nuclear
pound
bomb.
jumping. Mario is Doc Brown for some reason.
I was thinking more Einstein, but
It's like the same thing. Mario is Rick from Rick and Morty.
please no.
Mario and Cappy.
No. I'm vetoing that one.
Cappy, we gotta stop Bowser. Anyways, yeah, Bowser's here.
I love
We're
his
gonna
outfit
stop
in
him
this
right
game.
here, right now. Yeah,
The wedding outfit is peak.
all the characters got some swag in this game. And, you know, it does help that like while we have had HD Mario games before this one, this is the first one where they actually tried to improve the character models a lot. Because, you know, New Super Mario Brothers U, it just uses the new Super Mario Brothers like models, but slightly better. And then you have 3D World, which I'm pretty sure just uses a Mario Galaxy model with shinier textures.
I need to
But this
play
is the first time.
other new Super Mario games. I feel like I'd love them.
They're okay. They're 2D Mario games.
Yeah,
about
but they're
what
the
you'd
kind of
expect.
2D Mario games I like.
Which are like, they aren't that different from like Mario 3 and Super Mario World.
Yeah, but those games are really hard.
Super Mario World is not that hard.
I died a lot.
Get good? Question
No.
mark? I don't know.
No, that's why
It
I play
just-
New Super Mario Bros.
That's why I play Baby Mario. Alright, anyways. These Bowser fights are... Okay, well... it's hard to like any Bowser fight that isn't the Super Mario Galaxy 1 Bowser fights.
Those are still probably some of my least favorite battles in Mario Galaxy, to be honest.
Mario Galaxy 1? The
Yeah.
Bowser fights?
Yeah.
Those are great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like the Cammy fights the most.
Well, those are just more standard bosses for Mario.
Yeah, and they were fun. There's also the
But the
fish, the like dry fish you fight underwater.
The Bowser fights in Mario Galaxy 1 are effectively like Sonic rival battles, but done good.
I've never played Sonic Rivals, so
Sonic rival battles. So like Sonic versus Shadow in Sonic Adventure 2. Knuckles versus Rouge in Sonic Adventure 2.
I say character battles.
It's the same thing. But
No, because character's a different word than rival.
okay, well they're rival fights. You're fighting your rivals. It's what Generation calls them. So
I
rival
call them what I
battles.
call them, and we've already established that I'm right.
Man,
All right, no city,
No.
I guess.
yeah, no, we don't get to go to Metro Kingdom yet because the Odyssey has been destroyed. Just like the start of the game, we're going to have to get some moons to repair it. So we get a whole kingdom dedicated to that. But
Hooray.
we'll see that in the next couple of parts of Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
So we'll see you then.